Want a glass? Let me just pour one for you. There you go. So yeah. What up? It's been a bit. I'm wearing a rare one today. One of those. One of my hoodies. It might actually be my last hoodie. The only hoodie I still own. I think. I haven't been wearing much hoodies anymore. It's just, I like to wear scarves, and you can't really wear a scarf when you have the hoodie hood on, so yeah, I don't know. I enjoy the modularity of being able to take on and off your scarf at any time a lot more than wearing a hoodie. I appreciate that a lot more. I think it comes through, huh? Yeah, I kind of shaved my mustache weirdly. Oh well. To address the elephant in the room, I said in the last one that I was like back on track with uploading every week on Sunday evening, as I like to do. Sunday evening, my time zone, naturally. And then I got sick, caught myself a cute little middle ear infection, and have been battling that. Was kind of hell actually waking up to that, as I've complained to literally every person that will listen to. Just really painful. I'm glad the brunt of the pain went away really quickly, and yeah, you can probably still hear it in my voice. I still don't feel perfectly healthy again, because I'm not. Which also means all the fucking studying I did for my 2 exams that I was going to write is down the drain. I'm in no state to be writing any exams. Like, nah, that's... Like, I can physically feel that I am still battling an illness. Right? Still not 100% there. And that translates to mental as well. Like, of course it does. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for about... Oh yeah, a week now, huh? And the 2 weeks before that were filled with studying and... Yeah, I mean, it was nice meeting friends on a regular basis. Helped my mental state, helped actually getting to learn and shit. Getting myself to study. Really nice motivation. But yeah. Man, yeah, that really sucks. I am bummed out about that. Because now I have to plan around writing those exams next year? Fuck, January? There's not that much left anymore. And fuck, man, I'm moving back in like a couple months. So I'm going to go back home. Like, yeah. It's been about... It's gonna be 5 years this October that I've been studying, and it means I've stayed in this city for almost 5 years. Which is crazy. The first 2 semesters, so like the first year and a half, was when the COVID lockdown really hit. I think the first 2 years, so the first 4 semesters, is when we felt that impact the most. And then, like, COVID shots came, everything slowly opened back up again. Yeah. I wonder what my relationship to this city would have been if I hadn't arrived right on the cusp of COVID, the whole isolation and everything. Which I don't condemn. I think it's a good idea to keep healthy, keep away from each other when there's a virus spreading that we don't know anything about. I think it's a very smart idea to isolate and not infect other people. Like, yeah, sure, we are social animals. We need social interaction to not go crazy. But we can sort of make do. It's hard. It's not easy. It's really, really hard. But we can make do. Yeah, I felt that myself. Like, it was a hard time. And we still haven't really recovered from that, I don't think. There's at least one. There's a few generations probably that will still suffer from that. Like, the teenagers, the kids, everyone that, like, went to school. I think their social skills and their social lives will forever be altered by that. Like, there's no way around that. So, yeah, just a week of me being sick, I haven't really done much, haven't really recorded much, which is a shame. But also necessary for recovery. I didn't really have the energy to, like, try and do much or anything creative. Especially with coming out of the mindset of studying and having this sort of regular day to day, and then it used to be like I wake up, have breakfast, go where we meet up, study with some friends for like 3 to 4 hours, maybe more. Go home, have something to eat, and then just turn off my brain. Because, man, even if it was like mostly us just talking about the subjects and trying to figure stuff out, that's still a lot of input. Like, we were intensely focusing on trying to understand what was going on and trying to communicate to each other what we learned, while the other one was like misunderstanding, etc. Man, I really wish I wouldn't have caught a fucking ear infection. And the annoying part is, I think I had it coming, or like I just didn't interpret the signs the right way, because I was having like some throat issues and stuff like that, and the way our respiratory system is connected, there is, of course, a connection between the middle ear and your throat. And yeah, I guess it just spread from there. I didn't get proper sleep, I think. Just stayed up a bit too late. And then woke up early to meet the people. I think that was my biggest mistake, not sleeping enough. Even though the regular schedule helped and everything, I didn't properly take care of my bedtime. God damn it. That's one of the most humiliating things of growing up and becoming an adult. Realizing that you're responsible for your own bedtime, because otherwise you will have to face those fucking consequences. I read somewhere or heard somewhere that teenagers actually need more sleep than normal. I actually heard somewhere, I think, that teenagers need more sleep than your average adult needs, which is interesting. But I guess it also makes sense. You get a lot of input every day, social situations are stressful. Every day it just takes a toll on you. Which is not to say that it doesn't do that as an adult, it's just that you have more experience. You know how to deal with stuff more. So yeah, what I've been doing is playing video games. Fields of Mystria is a beautiful little game. It's not that small, actually. It's quite big. It's... I mean, a lot of people might see it and think of, like, anime Stardew Valley, as if Stardew Valley wasn't, like, anime enough, but think, like, Sailor Moon. That sort of, Bishoujo... That sort of Bishoujo, anime aesthetic is core to that game's visuals. But it also uses a lot of very, very important quality of life features. The characters are much more likable, the community, like, as in the characters in the game that form this little community in the village you're in, that little community is, like, tangible. There's... You can feel, like, it's written in such a way that you can feel that the characters have been living together for a very long time, that being most of their lives. And yeah, just really well written, really nice. The music is great, the visuals are fantastic, the quality of life features they introduced are second to none in the genre. Like, so many farming games have very tedious mechanics, and that's just something that I find really interesting, how Fields of Mystria, like, they correctly identified some of that stuff and did away with it. Like, you don't need to refill your fucking watering can. That's a Harvest Moon staple. Which I guess is... We've had so many over the years, we have so many farm sims like Harvest Moon. And we had and we still have games that go into a more realistic simulation direction, like Farm Simulator. A far more accurate and realistic simulation of farming than any Harvest Moon game ever could be. But also, Harvest Moon games were never about the accuracy of farming. It was far more about connection to the new people in the village you moved to. You balance farming, gaining money, spending stamina that way. You balance all that with the social aspects of the game. So, with the meeting people, talking to them, gifting, that sort of thing. And I suppose the ultimate goal of Harvest Moon games was always integration into the community that you became a part of. Either through, like, inhabiting a land from a grandparent or some other thing, like settling in a new place, wanting to become a farmer, something like that. Whatever drove the main character to become a farmer and then settle for a new life and begin the new life and to find fulfillment in it, which in most cases means upgrading your house, earning a lot of money, founding a family, having kids, having animals. Very traditional ideas of success that make sense when you think of, like, becoming happy as a farmer in a small village. And yeah, that's something every Harvest Moon game does, and Stardew Valley doesn't really iterate on Harvest Moon games. It mostly continues the same ideas those games had. So yeah, when I say Harvest Moon, I of course refer to the Boku no Monogatari franchise, meaning in the West, Harvest Moon and Story of Season. I haven't really played a Story of Seasons game, so that's why in my mind there's still Harvest Moon games, even though I know that the Harvest Moon IP is something completely different now, or, like, not completely different, but something independent from the Story of Season label of games. Yeah, let me get a drink. So yeah, Fields of Mysteria is, especially as a person who loves Rune Factory, Fields of Mysteria fills a very, very important niche to me. Stardew Valley, I think, was and still is successful because it is a Harvest Moon game essentially on PC before those games got translated to PC. And I think that's a huge part of its success. Especially also the online multiplayer and the modability, probably. Yeah, I think that's the biggest part why Stardew is so successful. And I hope Fields of Mysteria gets as successful too. Because the game is really fucking solid. It's still in early access, but it is good to play. It feels nice to play, and they continually make upgrades and quality of life improvements to existing content, like the existing game. Yeah, the parts of the game that are implemented feel very complete already. So it's just like you're getting expansions with every update, every major update. Yeah, one thing I'm really fucking glad they introduced was the ability to change how long a day is. So like how fast the time passes. Which was my only like major complaint about the game, really. That it felt like they made you rush the whole day. I would really like to take time out of my day to decorate my farm and my house, but I just didn't do that because time was always like running away from me. But now you can make days longer, and they say that the game is meant to be played in standard time, or like the standard day length, which, I mean, I guess it is, but I guess their expectations might have been for the player to be like, yeah, I'll go to that place for the whole day, do some stuff there, and then leave. I like it a lot more when you're able to do multiple bigger things in a day. So like, plant your crops, water your crops, care for your animals, talk to the villagers, take care of any quests, and then usually go mining or go fishing. That's mostly what I do. And if I can, I like to like combine mining and fishing to do both in the same day. Yeah, I've been playing Fields of Mystery again. I really like the game, and I can only recommend it. It's one of my favorite new releases from like last year, I think. Gonna take a cut here. This is one of the longest fucking spoons I've ever seen, and honestly, I love it so much. It's so much fun to use. Like, shit is massive. I also have this one. Fucking insanely long. It also feels so fucking good to use. Like, no joke. Big tools for big hands, I guess. Yeah, we're back from break. More games I've played are... I've played Monster Hunter Wilds a bunch. And I've also been playing Persona 3 FES. I only played Portable. Like Persona 3 Portable. And... I don't know. Persona is weird. I think I like the game series. I enjoyed Persona 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. But Persona 4 and 5 are... I don't think I want to talk about Persona 4 or 5 that much. There are things to say about it. I'm pretty sure other people have said it and I'll talk about Persona 5 at some point probably. But I'll have to sort my thoughts on that. But yeah, Persona 3 is fun. It's long, and the social link system is not great for feeling like you're about to miss out on so much. Yeah, the biggest thing I need to remember when playing Persona 3 is that it's okay to not get all the social links. It'll make my experience of the game somewhat unique, which social links I max out and which I don't. It doesn't do away with the nagging thoughts of, oh, you're missing out on something, which might increase its replayability or something, I don't know. I'm not gonna replay that game probably. I already am replaying it basically, but just as Minato. Yeah, Minato. The male protagonist, the boy protagonist. Because Persona 3 Portable I played as Minako, or Kotone. Yeah, I think Kotone is the name most Japanese fans use for her, if I remember correctly. The female protagonist. I also think I'm not at an age anymore where that game hits as hard. Which, I mean, obviously it's targeted at teenagers who are still in high school. And I don't think I would have liked the game much if I was a teen playing it. I think those thoughts of being optimal and seeing everything, maxing every social link, I think those would really, really get me. And also the fact that you just enter a romantic relationship with somebody if you keep leveling that social link. I don't know. There's a lot of managing to do in that game, and I don't think I would have enjoyed that as much. But I can't be sure. I think I would be a different person, though. I'm maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. The way Persona fans as a whole have been behaving, I expect it to be for the worse. Yeah, the weather's been warmer. It's been creeping up to like 17, 18, 16, 17 Celsius. The nights are still cold, around freezing, but yeah, it is noticeably getting warmer. Which means, in combination with the fact that I've got more time on my hands now, I'll be needing to go on some trips. I still have to bring my winter boots to a cobbler to replace the broken soles. I'm really glad that happened when it happened, because it was like right on the cusp of spring beginning to come. So one of the last few days where those boots really were needed. So now I just wear my sneakers or my loafers, some lower shoes. But I haven't been doing much. Which also means I haven't been taking as many photographs, but I think it'll be easier to do that when I'm healthy again. Yeah. Oh yeah, GIMP 3.0 came out like yesterday, which is exciting. I'm going to have to play around with that. The fact that that was in development for like 7 years is insane. And the fact that it actually came out is even more insane. And GIMP is probably the photo editing software I'm the most used to, just through circumstance. So yeah, we'll see. I'm thinking of doing a proper photo project with something I have already been like interested in, and that's satellite and antennae. Yeah, like those TV antennae you see up on roofs and shit. I've always liked those. I've always thought those look really, really interesting and nice. And I think I should, yeah, just try and make a photo series out of that. Make a zine or something like that. That would be something I think I would enjoy. But yeah, I think I'm excited for spring. Which is a weird thing to say, I guess. And also, I need to get into music this year. Making my own music. Learning about music. It's been on my docket far too long. It's something I've always wanted to do but never actually did. And yeah. Should just fucking go ahead and do it. That's the lesson. That's the biggest lesson about fucking life. Go ahead and do it. Inform yourself, and then fucking do it. And don't let informing yourself about something be the step you get stuck in. And also don't wait for the perfect opportunity. I'm pretty sure it never actually comes. And then you're gonna be annoyed because you had that opportunity and you didn't get as much out of it as you wanted. The best time to start something is now. So if you're watching this and you've had something on the back burner, something you've been meaning to get to, I hope you can do it this week. Try to make some room for it, if possible. It sounds a lot simpler than it actually is, I know. But I believe in you. We can do this. And yeah, I guess that's it from me. See you soon. And hey, spring's coming. March is almost over. Damn. I've been at this for a couple of weeks now, and I hope this still continues, so yeah. Hey, see you next week. Bye-bye.